I'm Mark Callie in Mr. Saltwater Tank, and this is Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. One of the many joys of owning a saltwater tank is getting to see animals from the ocean in your own home. And unless you live right by the ocean and then in only a select key places, you can't just hop in the ocean and see this. Unless, of course, you're on the Mr. Saltwater Tank trip to Fiji. Now, I'm about to show you a recap of the trip, and keep this in mind. So you're watching this show, if you find yourself saying, man, I wish I could have been there, you can be there. I'm going back this fall, and you can be on the select group of people who are going. Now, all the details on the trip are at mrsaltwatertank.com/Fiji. And you don't have to originate from the United States to join us. So if you're in Australia or other parts of the world, you can get in on the trip too. All the info on the trip is at the link right there at the bottom of your screen. So if you want to come, you can come with us. Now, on to the show. Our trip started in Los Angeles, California, where we were given a rare behind-the-scenes glimpse of top fishing coral importer, Quality Marine. Quality Marine is not open to the public, but they let us in to see their operations up close and personal. Before we spent all our money on the livestock we wanted to take home, we left and headed to local tide pools to see some temperate tidal zone species. After an all-night flight, we landed in Fiji and headed to leading exporter Walt Smith Fiji. We were given another VIP tour, and the eye candy there was intense. After seeing the animals in captivity, it was time to see them in the wild, so we boarded our plane to take us to the remote island of Taveuni. In-flight entertainment? That was looking out the windows of the coral reefs dotting the landscape. If I had a parachute, I would have jumped out, as I would have loved to see the aquatic life on these remote reefs. I stayed on the plane though, and after landing in Taveuni, we were whisked away via private bus to the waiting boat to take us to Matangi Private Island Resort. Between the white sand beaches that welcomed us to the island, the luxurious rooms including outdoor lava rock showers, and the food that did not disappoint, it didn't take us long to realize we were in paradise. We were all anxious to see what Fiji had to offer for aquatic life, so the divers headed out to see what lied below. What lied below looked like this. I've logged over 200 dives in my life, and no location has come close to the diversity and the density of what we saw at Fiji. And we didn't have to go hours offshore to see it. Everything you're seeing was shot within a 20-minute boat ride of the resort. This is Mother Nature's mixed reef tank, and she's doing a damn good job as a reef keeper. As if being in Fiji wasn't enough, I wanted to make the trip extra special for trip participants, so I invited Laura Simmons from Cairns Marine to come with us. She's absolutely an aquatic expert, as she's currently the curator at Cairns Marine. Cairns is the largest fishing coral exporter out of Australia. Needless to say, she knew her stuff, She showed us tons of stuff we would have missed underwater, educated us topside, and made some fishy friends as well. Fiji is home to world-famous diving, and some of those top dive sites lie near the resort in the Somo Straits. The Somo Straits are a narrow set of channels between two islands, which means there is a lot of water moving through the area. Lots of water movement means lots of nutrients, which means lots of aquatic life. Our first stop was a white wall, which is just as it sounds. A sheer wall that's covered with white soft coral. It was everywhere. Once you were done checking out the wall, you swam through the chute to be kicked down on the reef above, which is why I ran into this black-tipped reef shark. Next stop, Rainbow Reef. It's named that because you get every color of the rainbow, and you get a lot of it. Antheus numbered in the thousands, and the corals did as well. I could have stayed here all day and never gotten bored. If you followed me long enough, you know I don't like damsels because they're mean. Look at this headbutt. No, I didn't lay in that audio. You can actually hear the damsel making contact on that butterfly. Mean ass fish. Get out of here, damsel. I want to enjoy that butterfly. Our final stop at the Somo Straits was a cabbage patch, which is named after a huge patch of turbinaria coral. Dimensions on the patch was easily 50 by 30 yards. After trying to get my head around the size of the massive coral, I gave up and just enjoyed what I saw. We spent most of our afternoon snorkeling right off the beach. The reef can be accessed starting at 50 feet offshore, so it was right there waiting for us. Just because we were snorkeling doesn't mean the aquatic viewing was lacking. Our last day in Fiji was spent in our own private lagoon where we were dropped with food, water, and told, have a good time. The lagoon reminded us one last time that we were in a top destination for aquatic viewing as we saw coral, sharks, clams, had hermit crab races, and relaxed on our own personal slice of Fiji. Sadly, we had to say goodbye to Fiji, and this guy tried to stay. He ran right off the boat. His wife called though, so he came running back. Our time in Fiji will never be forgotten, and if you miss the next trip, you're gonna regret it. Just listen to what the trip participants had to say.
For me, the fantastic thing about coming to Fiji and doing all the diving was seeing species that I've only seen in books before. So to actually come face to face with these animals for the first time, I got a real kick out of that. I always do when I get to see something different.
Even if you are not a diver, this trip is amazing. There's so much snorkeling or just even swimming around and looking at all the different corals and fish. It's incredible.
If someone wanted to come on a trip like this, I would absolutely say, don't hesitate, just say yes. Absolutely, go for it, because it is going to be the time of your life. It's going to be beautiful, fun, relaxing, and it will be like no other place that you've ever been in the world.